Get ready because today we are reading some spicy Reddit confessions. So this one is from a throwaway account, throwaway RA Pale Visual 737 on Reddit, and it was originally posted to relationship advice. Okay, it is called I, 27 male, overheard my sister, 25 female, confess her love for my fiance, 30 male. How do I confront her? Oh boy, this is spicy, spicy right off the bat. Using a throwaway, since I don't want to attach this to my main, since some friends follow it too. Anyways, so I'll get into it. My friends recently hosted a little party slash get together for my sister since she had been gone for a while in Florida with her boyfriend. Ooh, she has a boyfriend, but was coming back up north after they broke up. Oh, they broke up. It had a few of our mutual friends, along with some of her old high school buddies and some cousins. My fiance and I had gotten there a bit late, but we were excited to join the celebration, and I was mostly happy to see my sister again since she had been pretty distant and rarely texted or called. Nothing really happened other than some shots being poured and food being ordered until it was getting late and people started getting really drunk. Since wedding planning has been exhausting, my fiance and I were going to leave early. To sum up a really quick moment, I had been walking to the bathroom and I passed the bedroom where I heard my sister crying into someone's arms. Originally, I was going to go see if I could help or comfort her, but then I heard my fiance's name and paused. I definitely think I was a jerk for listening in. Well, I mean, I would have listened in too. If you were walking and you heard your family member talking about your fiance, I mean, I would listen. I think we all would. But I was curious and a bit drunk myself. But from what I gathered, she was sobbing about how seeing my fiance made it all real again. Oh. And that she didn't want to deny her feelings anymore, especially now that he's getting married to me. What really stuck out to me was when she said that she just wanted him to notice her too. Oh, that is not a good look. I left pretty quickly after that and haven't told anyone about what I heard. Maybe I never saw the signs, but she was always so polite and friendly with my fiance. She knew him before anyone else, since they were high school sweethearts. Ah, now it's all making sense. And I came out to her first when I was struggling with my identity. It's just such a strange thing to hear this from her. But part of me wants to just blame it on drunk brain. No, that is not drunk brain. She's never said anything like this before, and even greeted him when we got to the party and they connected on a mutual interest for a bit. And she was so warm to me too. I want to confront her to see if she meant it, but I'm also just so terrified of the results of it all. My family has stayed drama free, and I'd hate to ruin everything now that my sister just got back from being away. I really need advice on how to proceed. And now, how do I ask her about it without causing a scene? The party was a week ago, and I just feel sick whenever she messages me or calls to ask about wedding stuff or just general chatting. So I know that I need to do something. Has anyone been in a situation like this before? TLDR. My sister confessed she couldn't deny her feelings about my fiance, and I don't know how to proceed. Well, this is spicy, but I would caution about confronting this sister. I don't think that's necessary. If she was confiding in a friend at the party, that was none of your business. Even though that was your fiance, what is your business is how does your fiance feel about her, right? So I would sit down with your fiance and I would have a really serious discussion about what, if anything, is between the two of them. What you overheard, I would let your fiance know what you overheard, and I would clear the air there. If everything is copacetic between you and your fiance, I would just let it go, right? Because you would probably mortify your sister if you said anything. And she might be feeling these things, but as long as she doesn't act on her feelings and actually go to this man and say anything, then I would just let it kind of go, right? Because it's possible she's never going to act on anything. But that's just my 2 cents. On to the next story. This next story is by altruistic underscore risk underscore 4402. Am I the asshat for telling my friend that I've accidentally been sleeping with her fiance? Just accidentally, guys. Just an accident. Burner account, because what the hell is my life right now? Oh boy. That's a hell of a title, I'm aware. I don't really know how to start this, so I'll just get into it. Y- yeah, you better just get into it because I am on the edge of my seat. I'll preface this by saying that I'm 22 male, very, very gay. I was in high school when I met this friend, and she was the cool older kid the year above me. For all intents and purposes, we'll call her Sienna, 23 female. Now, after high school, I went out of state to college, while Sienna went to local uni. We kind of lost touch, other than the obligatory happy birthday and Merry Christmas. So you can imagine my surprise when I got a text from my mom a few months ago saying that a wedding invitation from Sienna had gotten delivered to my parents' house. Well, that's cool so far. Sure enough, a quick text to the lucky lady confirmed that she was getting married. Her longtime partner, Marcus, 25 male, had finally proposed. Well, good for her. A summer wedding right in my hometown, right when I and some of our other friends would be back in town from uni. So far, so good, but I have a feeling that this is going to shift. I was invited to one of the pre wedding girls' nights because my life is that of the 2 dimensional comic relief gay side character, I guess. And we got wasted. Like the kind of drunk where logic isn't even in the same dimension. So when the topic of other people in the hashtag Girl Squad's relationships came up, like the genius I was, I whipped out my phone to show them the hot guy I've been hooking up with as just a dumb summer fling who turned out to be Marcus. Ooh. Kill me now to save me from the mortification. Rightfully so. Sienna lost her shit. Fair. No criticism from me. But then she turned on me and started blaming me for ruining her wedding. What? This is not his fault. For clarification, because I'm sure this will come up in the comments, no, the wedding invitations did not have any photos on it. It was one of those minimalist designs with over the top calligraphy. That's it. Her socials only feature her. I had no way of knowing what he looked like. I don't personally think I was at fault here, but here is where I think I messed up. I very loudly and to the entire club drunkenly said, "It's not my fault your cheating fiance likes getting his back blown out, Sienna." Oh, I feel absolutely awful. I don't want to be the other woman, technically guy, but you get it. And I certainly don't want to hurt a friend like that. I've tried apologizing 1,000 times, but she's not interested in talking to me, which I totally get. When confronted, he confessed to not only hooking up with me, but also 8 different guys over the course of their 4 year relationship. The wedding has been called off. Am I the asshat? Hell no. Okay, really quick. First of all, go get tested because that is absolutely disgusting. And number 2, that is not your fault, okay? You were just showing a picture of who you'd been seeing. That was not your intention at all. Now, you did F up a little bit when you yelled that, but also you were kind of defending yourself because you were probably just as mortified as she was for ruining the whole situation, and seeing the shock on her face. And when she got mad at you, you probably just kind of like let that slip, and it probably wasn't, intentionally supposed to be mean, right? So I'm going to say um only a slight ass hat, right? You have slight ass hattery going on. For one, because of the guy you were begging, and for two, because you just happened to say what you said. So let's hear what the top comment says. When confronted, he confessed to not only hooking up. Okay, okay, she just repeated that. Yikes, you helped her dodge a bullet for sure. She's just upset now, but I hope that someday she realizes that it was all for the best. I mean, yeah, it would have been a lot worse if she had married this guy and then found out later, or given her a disease or something, because that's a lot of people that he was messing around with. So yeah, I definitely think you helped her out, but I don't expect that you'll be getting an apology anytime soon because she's probably just really mad and doesn't want to see her face. Okay, on to one more. I think we have time for one more story. And last, but certainly not least, we have this story by throwaway account 985858. Am I the asshat for wanting to break up with my girlfriend because I was a dare date? Well, we're here to judge, so let's get into it. Never thought I'd have to use this old account, but I'm really stuck and I need some advice before I potentially nuke what has been so far a good 8-month relationship. Oh, this has gone on for 8 whole months. That makes it a bit more messy. So, for a quick background, my girlfriend, 24 female, and I, 27 male, have been dating for around 8 months now. I first met her at a funeral of all places. I wasn't close to the deceased. They were a friend's uncle. I was just along to keep him company. In any case, I wasn't particularly sad looking. I was talking with a family friend and smiling, which she noticed and made a pretty morbid joke, asking if I put him in the casket. It was so blunt, I just sort of snort laughed, and we got to chatting all afternoon, ending up with her number in my phone by the end of it. She was funny, witty, pretty, and a genuinely fun girl to be around. So, of course, I took a chance and asked her out, which she accepted rather eagerly. My ego was through the roof at that. Little did I know, dot, dot, dot. I came home a little earlier from work last night. I was covering a shift, and the bloke I was covering came in anyway, so they didn't need me for 8 whole hours. Anyway, I came home earlier than planned, and I overheard my girlfriend laughing with someone on her phone. I was about to surprise her with a little jump scare when she said, and I quote, I never meant for this whole thing with boyfriend to last so long. I'd never normally date someone like him. She spotted me shortly after saying that I admit I made a noise I can't even begin to explain, and she heard me. I'd never seen someone go that pale before. She was all wide, teary eyes and quivering lips. I don't think it's that weird for her to have said that so far. I don't know why she's crying exactly yet, but girlfriend then spent the next hour or so confessing that she never planned to date me, but once her friends found out she'd given me her number, they found a pic of me online and apparently found me so hilariously unattractive that girlfriend just had to fake date me for a week to give me hope. Oh, oh, that's sick. I I think that she was feeling really guilty, and rightfully so, right? That's mean. I wish I was joking. Her friends And apparently the girlfriend are all still stuck in their mean girl high school phase. Girlfriend agreed, but I guess apparently forgot about it because we've been dating for 8 months. Well, I think that after she dated him for a while, she discovered she probably really liked him, right? And then she was in too deep. Not 1 week had gone by, but 8 months. She told me that she was stupid for agreeing with it and that I was a really good bloke and that she really did love me, but she never expected to actually feel that way about me. Why? Because I'm not her usual type of guy. When I asked her to elaborate, she mumbled that she didn't initially find me attractive at all, but after dating for a few weeks, she stopped caring about my looks. I admit I sort of lost my temper here and called her an immature waste of my time. I told her I wished she'd just dumped me a week into dating because to find all this shit out 8 months in, when I cared about her, loved her, was effing foul. I'm staying with my mom at the moment because I need space to think and vent. Would I be the asshat if I dumped the girlfriend for this? Edit. Wow, okay, I did not expect this much feedback. So I've turned my phone back on and it's a mess of texts, voicemails, and missed calls. I've only listened to a couple, but she's absolutely sobbing her heart out and pleading for me to come home so she can explain. Nothing from her friends, mind you, just her. Says it all, really. No idea what to do, but now I feel like rubbish. So, my unsolicited advice would be that this is something between the boyfriend and girlfriend, not the girlfriend's friends. So he should not expect to hear anything from them. Um, yeah, the girlfriend is the only opinion that matters here or should matter to him. The others, who cares if they find him attractive? Honestly, that would be kind of weird if they did find him attractive, honestly, because they're not the ones dating him, right? I think it's really messed up how this started, but I think it's really sweet how she fell for him, and it could be a really cute love story moving forward. I think his ego is just getting in the way a bit. It is really shitty how that started out, but honestly, you can't like totally disregard the whole 8 months that you spent together so far over something like that 8 months ago. I think that what you said to her, saying that she was a waste of time, is really not cool, and you really need to apologize for that. But let's read the first comment here. Is she still friends with all those mean girls? And the answer is, given that she was chatting with one of them yesterday, yeah, I think so. Ooh, so yeah. I think that if you have a discussion with her and you still find her really immature, she needs to understand like why she's being immature, and if she's able to kind of, you know, regret her actions and move forward and see what she has done. She obviously feels remorse and feels bad about it, right? Because that's why she was crying. So I do think that she's grown up a bit. I would try to move past it if you could. Um, and like I said, her friends don't owe you anything because you're not in a relationship with them. Um, but if her friends are still being mean girls, then she shouldn't be hanging out with those types of people anymore. But I mean, after this long, have they changed at all? I guess this is just really messy, and it's something that you need to sit down with your girlfriend and really talk about. Um, yeah. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed all the spicy stories, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.